I'll pay you $10,000 to perform an unusual plastic surgery on my friend.
What surgery does your friend need? I'm still a med student.
I'll pay you $2,000 just to show up tomorrow. But we have to use the animal clinic after it closes. We can't get caught doing this in a real hospital.
You've convinced me. So what's the unusual surgery your friend wants?
Here's the $2,000 for showing up. She's in the other room. She'll explain everything.
Are you 100% sure she wants this surgery? Like, is she serious?
Of course, she's been waiting her whole life for this. It was very common for me to be home alone at night. This happened around the time my dad was doing night shifts. I would stay up really late on these nights watching movies. It's always taken me a long time to fall asleep. So after turning off the TV to go to sleep, probably laid there for a good half hour, then I heard a toy fall over in my toy closet. It still creeped me out. Then the doorknob to my closet started to wiggle. I hid under my covers, not making a sound. It was strangely quiet for a good 2 minutes. So I finally peeked my head out of the covers.
If you see another person that looks identical to you, run away and hide.
Sounds fake. There's no way doppelgangers are real. I'm going to go wash my hands.
I was a very famous influencer. When I announced that I was pregnant, I knew that my fame would rise and I would get attention.
Congratulations, you have a healthy baby girl.
My baby looked like nothing like me.
And even worse, she was overweight already.
Are you sure that she's my baby?
I'm sure she's about 7 pounds overweight.
As soon as the doctor left, I knew I had to get rid of my child. Nobody online could know that such a hippo could possibly be mine. A few days later, I took her to the beach. As I struggled to hold her heavy body, I walked down the pier and dropped her into the water. As I walked back, I felt no guilt whatsoever. A few years later, I decided to try again for a baby.
Congratulations.
This time, my baby was stunning.
She looked identical to me. Me and my daughter had a very special bond. Everyone on my socials agreed. I decided to take her to my favorite place, the beach. As soon as we arrived, she started crying.
It's okay, sweetie. Look at how pretty the sunset is.
I walked down the pier so that she could get a better view.
But she started crying even more.
Please don't throw me off this time.
One day I dared my friend to stay at my school overnight for money. Knowing the type of person she is, I thought she would say no, but she said yes. Later on that night I called her every hour to make sure she was in the school. But one time she didn't answer, so I called her 3 more times. I thought she must have fallen to sleep, so I went to bed. The next day I was in class and she didn't turn up. She wasn't in school for the rest of the week after that. Since she has not been seen in ages, her parents reported her missing. Bit of a side note here, but I'm writing this in the gym, and it stinks of something rotten in here. Hopefully they fix the smell. I feel so guilty. I have a feeling something bad happened to her, and it's my fault.
Josh and I broke up 3 months ago. However, I still agreed to be friends with my ex. One day, he invited me to go camping. Without thinking, I agreed. He came over to pick me up, and together, we went camping in the forest. I was pretty happy that night because it had been a long time since I had gone camping. We talked about so many things, but suddenly, he started talking about his girlfriend. He showed me a picture of his girlfriend. It came as a shock to me that he had found someone new. I just nodded because it really upset me.
Hey, where are you going?
I ignored him and went to the lake to watch the water and think. I jumped when I heard the gunshot. I quickly went to Josh and...
It's your turn.
Aubrey lived alone in her apartment. One night, as she was watching TV, she heard a faint knock on the door. It was strange. She wasn't expecting anyone. "Who's there?" she called. There was no reply. The knocking came again, louder this time. Nervous, Aubrey looked through the peephole but saw no one. Thinking it might be a prank, she decided to ignore it. Moments later, her phone buzzed with a text. It was from an unknown number. "I'm outside." Her blood ran cold. She checked the peephole again, still no one there. Then, a chilling realization hit her. The text didn't say they were outside the door. Slowly, Aubrey turned around, opening her window's curtains.
This happened 3 years ago. I'm a plumber, and one day I had to go to someone's house to fix some pipes. Her name was Jenny. While I was working, she was talking to me. She seemed pretty cute, and eventually started dating. She even moved into my house. We're 3 months into our relationship, and stuff started to get out of hand. She was always getting mad and annoyed. I had enough, and I had to break up with her. About a month later, when I came home from work, I would find writing on my walls.
I would say, "Come back or kill you."
At 2 a.m., I heard a tapping noise in the window next to me. It woke me up. I saw Jenny staring right at me. Once there was a girl named Jenny. She was like all the other girls, except for one thing. She always wore a green ribbon around her neck. There was a boy named Alfred in her class. Alfred liked Jenny, and Jenny liked Alfred. Alfred wondered why Jenny wore that ribbon all the time. But Jenny never answered his question. One day they got married. After their wedding, Alfred said, "Now that we're married, you must tell me about the green ribbon." "I will tell you when the right time comes," said Jenny. Years passed. Alfred and Jenny grew old. One day, Jenny became very sick. The doctor told her she was dying. "Alfred," she said, "now I can tell you about the green ribbon. Untie it, and you will see why I couldn't not tell you before." Alfred slowly untied the ribbon.
I was a very social girl. I was never afraid of anything. One day, I was FaceTiming with my friend in my room, when suddenly I dropped my phone on the floor. I quickly grabbed it, but when I looked at the screen, my friend's expression had changed. I asked her what was wrong, and she told me.
Why is there a man under your bed?
On my summer vacation, I decided to take a flight to Paris, hoping to have a wonderful time here. As soon as I arrived at the hotel, it was already midnight. I wanted to go out, but the receptionist advised me not to because it wasn't safe, so I had no choice but to go to my room and rest. That night, while I was asleep, I woke up to hear a strange knocking on the glass. At first, I thought it was from the window, until I heard it come from the mirror again. I got out of my bed to check why it was making a sound, but as long as I stared at it, nothing happened. Phew, what a relief. Maybe I was tired after a long flight, so I was too paranoid. I think I'd better sleep a little more before the sunrise. Yeah, that'll do.
Growing up, I was friends with this one girl called Celine. We played together, went to school together, biked together. We were practically inseparable. One day, she went missing. It was all over the news, and I hoped for her to come back. 3 months later, they revealed that she had been murdered. I was devastated, and I felt empty and alone. 5 years later, and I'm now in high school, I had a new best friend. Her name was Viola. We had lots in common, and she was really kind. It was now my birthday, and I invited her over. We laughed and had fun until she handed me a present. I took it and slowly unwrapped it. She had given me glasses, the exact ones Celine wore, covered in bloody stains. One year ago, on a Saturday night, I was really starving. So I ordered some pizza.
Welcome to Berry Pizzas. What can I get you today?
Hey, I would like to order a pizza margarita.
Okay, delivery will take about 20 minutes. Enjoy.
Hello, thanks for the pizza.
Hey, sorry I took long. I'm the new delivery guy.
Yeah, I can tell. I've never seen you around before.
I just moved in Berry Avenue and started working as the delivery guy. Also, do you mind me going into the bathroom real quick? I've had a long day.
Okay, I guess. I brought the pizza box into the kitchen and went to wait in front of the bathroom. But then I got a call.
Hey, it's the chef of Berry's Pizza. Your pizza is going to take a bit longer since the delivery guy got into an accident.
Huh, I thought y'all had a new delivery guy.
Sorry, we don't.
My therapist assured me that short-term memory loss is normal after a family member dies. I was worried. If I don't remember where I hid the murder weapon soon, there's a chance the police may find it before me. Have been jealous of my best friend, Naomi. She was pretty, hilarious, and popular. Everyone loves her. Even my crush, Daniel. She had everything, but she was still a good friend to me. One day, Naomi was reported missing. I was devastated. Years passed by. I got married to Daniel, and we had a kid together. One night, I was playing with my daughter. She was talking about her imaginary friend.
My friend said she used to be your best friend, Mom.
That's cool. I laughed. What's her name then?
Her name is Naomi.
I was shocked.
Naomi asked, why did you murder her?
Hey, is that your sister?
Her? No, she's my old roommate. She came back to her town a month ago.
My new roommate, Sienna, seemed to be kinda chill, except she was a little too protective of her room.
Hey, don't ever enter my room, okay?
One day, the power was out all of a sudden. I walked over to Sienna's room to tell her about the power outage. But then I remembered she was out with her friends earlier. Suddenly, I smelled something awful coming from her room. She might have left some trash in there. I thought I had no choice but to sneak into her room after I tried to unlock her door with some tricks on YouTube. The door finally opened. As soon as I stepped in, I was terrified. It was her ex-roommate. Every night the father have to say goodnight to the daughter. But one night the dad said goodnight, but Copper didn't say anything. He looked at Copper and knew something was off about her. He was getting the chills, but Copper looked the same, but had a weird smile.
Hey, you okay?
She stayed silent, then said,
Daddy, check for monsters under my bed.
He laughed, then checked to satisfy his daughter. He saw his pale and afraid daughter, his real daughter.
Daddy, I think there's someone on my bed.
He shivered in fear. After my mother passed away, my dad got a new girlfriend. She was gorgeous and always took care of me. One day, she gave me a pink ribbon and tied it around my neck. I had worn this ribbon for as long as I can remember. At school, at home, at the beach. And I never questioned why, until one night my father went out for drinks, and I was left alone with his girlfriend. So I asked her, why do I have to wear this ribbon? Her facial expression changed.
You're not gonna take it off, are you?
I ran away to my bedroom, slowly untied the ribbon, and my head fell off. Being a psychologist, I knew there was something desperately wrong when all of my clients kept describing the same man in a dream.
He holds a knife and just stares at you.
I can't even tell if he's real, but he freaks me out every night.
He wears a suit and a creepy smile.
I'm just so scared of him and I don't know what to do. Are you okay? Why are you making that face?
Why don't we play a game? I know you like them.
Everybody likes games.
Uh-huh.
What kind of game would it be?
An exploring game. A finding thing game.
And what is it you'd be finding, Coraline?
My real parent.
Too easy?
And the eyes of the ghost children.
Huh, what if you don't find them?
If I lose, I'll stay here with you forever and let you love me. And I'll let you sew buttons into my eyes.
I left my daughter with the babysitter whilst I went out. Later, I then got a phone call from the babysitter saying,
Sorry I couldn't make it tonight.
My best friend had been missing for a week now. I was devastated. While I was wandering around the street, I saw a hot and handsome guy. He was exactly my type. I approached him and asked, Can I sit with you? He said yes, and we had a great conversation. After that, he invited me to his house. I was hesitated at first, but soon I agreed. As soon as I stepped into his house, I smelled something rotten, and the atmosphere felt very gloomy. I wanted to use the restroom, and he showed me where it was. When I entered the bathroom, I heard the water running, and I was shocked to see my town was famous for having multiple murder cases. My parents were police officers, and I always found the cases interesting. One day, I ordered a camera from eBay to be able to help my parents, possibly. When it finally arrived, I opened the box and took the camera out. I decided to check the camera roll first to see if everything was cleared out. But what I saw was horrifying. Pictures of me throughout the years. He and I were best friends. We played together, studied together. We always got the highest scores. But eventually, I wanted to secure the top spot in my school. And Tracy was like a threat to me. So I had no other choice but... After after that, suddenly I felt dizzy. And I fainted. When I woke up from the coma, I realized that I was in the hospital, but in front of me were two strangers. They were glad that I woke up and asked,
Tracy, honey, how do you feel? Are you okay now?
Tracy? Why did they call me Tracy?
Barry.
Bakery.
It was a to finish when suddenly I heard a. I ran to the dressing rooms, and that's when I saw their body.
My first day of high school was rough. No one ever spoke to me. I even ate lunch in the bathroom until a new student joined my school. It was my chance to make a new friend. We got along great. We became best friends. We had sleepovers and gossiped. But one day, I found her crying by the lockers. What's wrong, Allison? I can't say anything, or else something bad will happen. A year later, we were sophomores. I was sitting at lunch with Allison when suddenly someone walked up to us.
Who are you talking to? No one's there.
Allison, obviously. She's right next to me.
What are you talking about? Allison passed away last year.
Sleep or school? What a dumb question. I'm gonna choose sleep, obviously. Might as well change back into my pajamas. I should probably go to sleep now.
I'm a doctor and I work at a psychiatric hospital. One day, I was on my way to my patient's room as I walked past someone. It was my patient, wearing a red wristband, which only the deceased patients wore.
There was a girl named Drea. She was quiet and unknown. She would always get bullied by another girl named Chloe, who was pretty and popular. At lunch, Chloe was bullying Drea for her bows. Shortly after, Drea was planning to get revenge. Chloe was walking home from school in the dark, but that was the last time she was seen. A girl named Chloe went missing yesterday after she was walking home from school. Nothing of hers has been found. The next day, Drea was talking to her friend, Mackenzie. Hey, did you hear what happened to Chloe? No, what happened to her? She went missing yesterday. Oh, I hope they find her. Yeah, I like your headband, by the way. Thanks, I got it yesterday.
I have always loved to read. One day, I found a book that looked interesting. The more I read the book, the more things I found I had in common with the main character. Her name was Emily. She had blonde hair, and she loved to read just like me. In the last chapter of the book, she had went to the nearby lake, where she had tripped over a branch and tumbled into the lake and drowned. After the final bell rang, I went to the park. I went over by the lake to look at the water. I got up to go home, but I felt someone push me. I landed in the water and was unable to get out. That was when I realized the book had been about me. My friends and I were having having a sleepover. We made cupcakes and watched TV together. When I was on my computer, I discovered the dark web, which had really sketchy phone numbers. I thought it was silly and wanted to call some of them as a prank. I told my friends, but Ray kept telling me I shouldn't do it, or something bad would happen. I thought she was just being dramatic, so I called one of the phone numbers.
Hello?
Where are you?
I got scared and turned off my phone. Then we went to sleep. At midnight, while I was sleeping, my phone vibrated. I woke up and picked up the phone.
Where are you?
As I looked out of the window, when the new student sat in front of me, I noticed a horrible, rotting smell coming from his school bag. Since no one else seemed to smell it, I went to the teacher after class to explain. He told me not to worry about it, and how it was probably just old food he forgot to throw away. But the next day, officers came into school and arrested the new student. The officer then came over to me and pulled me outside to chat.
You're the one who told your teacher about the smell, right?
Yeah. What was in the bag that made you arrest him?
Actually, there was nothing.
I don't understand. If the bag was empty, then why'd you arrest him?
Because it was made with skin. The inside of the bag that he took to school every day was stitched together.
I was in my room watching TV when my mom told me she was going to the grocery store. I didn't really think much of it, so I just stayed in my room relaxing. A little while after she left, the doorbell rang. I didn't answer it because my mom always uses her keys or calls me if she needs me to open the door. So I just ignored it and figured it was probably some kid doing a ding-dong ditch. But then the knocking started. First, it was normal knocking. Then it got louder. Then it turned into banging on the door. The sound was so loud, it made my heart race. I didn't know who it was or what they wanted. I just sat there quietly. And then I heard the back door sliding open. I didn't move because I didn't know if someone actually came inside. I stayed in my room, listening for anything. After a few minutes, everything went quiet. I thought maybe my mom came home, so I started to get up and head downstairs. But right as I was about to leave my room, my phone buzzed. It was a text from my mom saying she was on her way home. Being a broke college student, I couldn't afford a ticket to see my family over winter break. My best friend offered a stay at his family's. Before giving me the keys, he warned me not to open the door anymore, especially if they knocked at night. It was easy for me to settle in and sit peacefully by the fireplace. Before long, the sun had already set, and the only thing I could hear was the fire cracking. My peaceful silence was soon interrupted by knocking on the front door.
Please let me in. It's so cold out here.
I looked out the window. It was a little girl. I decided to run outside and open the door.
It's so late, but I'm still at school waiting for the school bus to arrive. I'm so tired, all I want is to sleep all night. I sat on the last row of the bus and decided to close my eyes first and rest. But when I woke up, we were in the middle of the woods, stuck, helpless. I walked towards him and I saw him standing straight. I ask him what happened and where are we. He slowly turns his back, and that was the last night that I had. It's late night and I decided to cook a romantic dinner for my boyfriend. I chose to cook his favorite meal, which is roast dinner. He's been so quiet lately and he barely speaks to me. I really hope he likes the roast dinner. Because if he tries to leave me again, this will be his last meal.